to be perfectly honest, I didn't really know about this place at that point, and I was going to go up to the hospital, and I went to my doctor's, and the nurse there, who is now a nurse here, said, why don't you go to the hospice, because it is so rewarding. So I did. And it's the best thing I ever did, and I wished I'd done it years ago actually.
Without the volunteers, we couldn't actually function in day unit or in any other job that I do actually do in the hospice.
It's been fantastic. We rely heavily on volunteers in fundraising. I mean, quite literally, we won't be able to put the events on without it.
Initially, when I first came and knew very little about the day therapies, the volunteers were extremely good and helpful. We use volunteers extensively within the unit. They work with us, with the patients, but also we have volunteer drivers, and we couldn't get our patients to and from without them, so they really are vital really to the work we do, to making it the place that it is.
I think it's the satisfaction that we are making a difference for the people who are ill, and the people that you deal with when you're in Rotherham Hospice itself is, you just can't explain the feeling unless you actually do it.
I recently retired from a full-time job as a police officer, and I was dreading having nothing to do, and I thought I'd volunteer at the hospice. It's local and that's why I do it.
Oh, I love it. I really do. I love it. Yeah, I treat it like a paid job.
I like feeling useful, and I like very much working with patients and relatives. I like that side of it very much.
In day unit, our volunteers are wonderful. They come in to support us, which then helps us to do our job better.
They supplement the paid staff in order for us to give holistic, individualised care to patients, from making them a drink to the psychological aspects of talking to them. I've made some lovely new friends, which are a bonus, because I didn't actually expect to do that.
It's been incredibly positive. I've met volunteers who have served with Rotherham Hospice for many years, and who are working in many different parts of the hospice. And that for me just shows wonderful dedication and commitment to the work that we do.
It's a very supportive atmosphere. All the staff and other volunteers are wonderful to work with.
I mean, in my role particularly, which is being on the inpatient unit and working out in the community, the volunteers are an invaluable kind of part of the hospice. They help to kind of make things much nicer for the patients and the relatives.
They're absolutely amazing. The work that they provide for the patients, we couldn't do it without them.
I've worked with a variety of volunteers, from those who work on the clinical areas to the shops to catering, admin and fundraising, and truly believe that without them we wouldn't be able to have the services that we do.
We have volunteers who are out there in the community helping and supporting us too. So our retail volunteers provide so many hours of sorting all the clothes and getting them out for sale into the shops.
Very rewarding. Yes, it's quite a varied routine that we go through. Well, I do work at the hospice as a volunteer, and it just seemed the natural thing to do, to make a varied work, if you like.
They're all fantastic. We just couldn't work without them. They'll do anything for you. They'll cover shifts when people are sick, and they're just amazing. As I say, we just couldn't manage without them.
I have a very positive experience of the volunteers. I have two volunteers particularly that help me out. Irene Swift, who works 2 days a week for me. Without her, I would probably fall to pieces. She keeps me on the straight and narrow. And then we have the lovely Christine, who counts all our collecting boxes for us.
The staff have been absolutely marvellous to me. As I say, I've been lucky. I've been here from the start. I've past and present, and they've always been appreciative of what the volunteers in the garden and anything else have done. I've never met anybody like them. They've been absolutely amazing.
Well, I've just been looking, and I think I've worked with over 1,100 volunteers over the last 21 years, and it has been a journey with them. I think we've grown and developed together, and we've had lots of laughter, few tears here and there as well, lots of banter, and it's just been fantastic.
I want to thank them all from the bottom of my heart and keep doing the good work.
I really do appreciate everything that they do for us. As I keep saying, we really couldn't do what we do without them.
I just want to say to Irene and Christine, thank you very much, ladies. You're absolute superstars. You do keep me on the straight and narrow, and without you, I wouldn't be able to do my job as efficiently as I do. Thank you.
Just a massive, massive thank you from me and from all the patients and the families for everything that they've provided. They've had an awful lot of positive feedback and an awful lot of positive comments as well.
So I just absolutely thank them for everything. And I just can't think of any actual words. It's more than words. They're just a wonderful set of people, really.
Thank you to them all for giving up their free time, because without them, we won't be here, I don't think.
They all know that I think they're absolutely wonderful and they make such a difference to our team here, so thank you.
I'd just like to thank them all from the bottom of my heart, because we wouldn't be able to function properly without them.
Just want to say absolutely thank you to all the volunteers from the bottom of my heart. Probably don't say it enough to you during the working week, but absolutely want to say thank you to you today.
I'd just like to say a great big thank you to all of them, because it's not just about the clinical volunteers, but so no matter which role that they do, a great big thank you, because without them we wouldn't be able to do what we do.
I have a heartfelt thank you to all the volunteers at Rotherham Hospice. Without you, Rotherham Hospice would not exist. You are the link through to the Rotherham community. And it is your kindness, your generosity of spirit that allows the hospice to continue. You as volunteers are our ambassadors, our representatives, and in everything that you do, you example the wonderful aspects of Rotherham Hospice care. Thank you very much.